back. So, what the math means is this is the exercise, the mental gymnastics of the mind. They must train themselves to be the best and smartest in the world because the problems they will solve, some of them we don't know how to solve yet. And if we don't solve them, whoa, Nessie's going to get really mad.
Okie dokie. So you've been involved in FIRST for 11 years.
Yeah,
what was your initial contact? Did the first get
first
a hold of you,
contact
or you
with
heard
the
about
aliens?
them? Or?
I can't talk about that, sir. That's classified. But I've been with NASA for 30 years. I built ROVs, communication systems, mostly in telecommunications, for both. They've gone to both poles, in Antarctica and the Arctic. And I've seen a lot of crazy things on this planet. You know, I've been all over the world. I've never been in space, but some people have accused me of being a space cadet, and I think that's probably mostly my wife. As far as working with FIRST actually gives you a kit of parts. So you have 6 weeks to build from concept to flight, a robot, and then they go to competition and they compete. But the thing about the students in FIRST and the students here before us now, what makes them truly unique is that there is a sense of competition. There's also a sense of collaboration. Time and time again, I will see students go and help other teams and build and create a robot that probably without the assistance and support of their peers would not have come to reality. And for that reason, I'm inspired. I go and I watch how well they treat each other. It's not like, when you go and you... Oh, wait, are they getting ready to lunch? Yeah, let's go. What was that? Are they getting ready to lunch? Are they getting ready to eat lunch? I'm sorry. Anything about food, I get distracted. So, that's all I think about these days. Anyway, for the first tournament, I dropped about 20 pounds this year. I emceed 7 tournaments, and one of them here in Arizona, and it was a great experience, except for when I got tired in Vegas. We can't talk about that, though. It's classified. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What are we looking at right now, Alan?
Well, it looks like the Robobuffs are setting up their station, so their clock has started. Their 35 minutes are underway.
We have some. Come here. We want to say hello to the Tepper Pyramid for a minute. Tell us how it was for you.
Hi. It was a little nerve-wracking, but pretty fun. I noticed that people were trying to do some math on the temperature sensor.
We'd ask you what temperature...
We discovered that the temperature sensor wasn't actually changing. I ended up sticking it in my armpit, and it didn't change. And I know my armpit is not 20 Celsius, so I figured something might have been broken. But yeah, it's quite challenging to do all this stuff. But we got our robot built a month ahead of the show, and so we had a chance to practice a little. And that's kind of helpful when you're trying to actually do this stuff under pressure.
How was that fourth torpedo shot? Was the pressure on you then?
Yeah, we actually finally figured out that we had to position ourselves in the middle of the launch gate instead of the bottom of the launch gate. That tends to help a little.
Okay. How about a quick interview? Give us your name and tell us what you thought.
I'm Linus, and yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I got to drive it once at my friend's pool, and it's really easy.
It was easy?
Yeah.
They should have used you tonight then, huh?
It's basically playing a video game because it's just a PlayStation 2 controller, so yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'd like to comment on the easy part, because I've driven RVs before. It's only easy if they make a really good control system. They've done their homework and they got a good mastery of how it operates, then it's easy. Otherwise, it's like trying to drive a bus through, through a flea market.
Yeah.
You're never going to get out of there alive.
Did you do any of the help in the building it?
I did a little help, like holding things and that stuff.
You helped make the tether.
Yeah.
On the tether? Yeah.
Because that needed some work braiding it.
So what about next year? Are you going to be here?
Most likely.
Okay. And where are you guys from?
We're from Tucson.
Oh, very good. Very good.
The rest of the typewriter repairmen are from Sierra Vista.
Okay. Which is south of Tucson for those that
South of Tucson, yes.
don't
And the
know
nerds are also from Sierra Vista. Some of us are nerd graduates.
You used to be a nerd, didn't you?
I was never a nerd myself.
Okay,
Never. Do I look like a nerd?
We're going to go back poolside. I think there's some more of your team that you left behind, and with a little luck, Maria's going to talk to them.
Hi, I'm here with the rest of the team from Sierra Vista. I'm here with...
Jim?
Steven. And Kevin?
And they just finished their mission. I heard you guys tag Nessie. Did she scream?
We heard it just barely on the monitor. It was very faint, but she definitely screamed.
Oh, my God.
Well, how do you guys think you guys did this time?
So you can.
I think we did pretty well. We got the mission done with about 3 minutes to spare, which was a little longer than we thought it would take, but we're happy that we got everything done with it. It took 4 tries with the torpedoes to get a glow stick stuck, but that last one did it, and that's what counts.
Well, everyone says the third time's a charm, but I guess this time it's 4. Back to you, Alan.
Thanks a lot, Maria. Hey, that was pretty good. Hey, and congratulations, guys. That was pretty good. It's you've set the bar pretty high for the rest of us. Okay, Maria, while you're out there, how's the RoboBuffs doing? We saw them. It looked like the clock started and they were starting to set up.
They went really fast to their setup because I think they were having a little bit of trouble when they were qualifying, so they just wanted to take the time and the opportunity to have more time, because you know how this year we only have 5 minutes to set up approximately. So yeah, we're trying to include all of that.
That's right. Is their ROV in the water yet, or?
Yeah, it is. They're actually maneuvering around for a little bit. I think they're still trying to relocate the robot, trying to figure out where they're at.
Okie doke.
Is the robot in the relocation program? Why is it being relocated?
Say again.
It's not being relocated. It's trying to figure out its coordinates.
Oh, okay. Has it launched already?
No, I think they're looking for Nessie.
They've launched?
Okie doke. I just heard from the control room that they may be having trouble with their RoboCam, which is actually a disaster for your ROV, because if your camera doesn't work, you can't see. They said it was coming in and out, so it could be a loose electrical, it could be a mechanical.
Do they have more than one camera?
Maria, do you know if they have more than one camera? Actually, I have their technical manual here. I could probably dig it out.
No, I believe they actually only have one camera.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, as we talk to people in the pits, if there's a disaster, it's usually water getting into something. It's the most hideous stuff to work with on robotics. It's like the tiniest leak can be catastrophic. And then you have to take stuff apart. At least on the land robots, you usually a nut and bolt, and you can yank something off and put a part on. Otherwise, you're... Hi, David.
Your last match final was
Do you have scores?
270 said.
Ooh, how much?
270 points.
Out of how many?
Oh, okay, hold on.
That's max.
We don't...
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Tell them the scores. Take them in first. No. Okay, there's the RoboBuffs.
RoboBuff.
The scores are being run to the control room right now, and they will flash it up on the screen, so we'll see how the typewriter repairman did. And then as the night goes on, we'll try and keep track of the total scores. While we're talking about scores, obviously the underwater competition is a major part of it, and you get so many scores. But there's other ways of earning points. The mission, you can get up to 285, actually a little more with some bonus. So the highest score we'll probably see will be a 280, something like that. But you also get points, 20 points for the meet and greet. We talked about that, how you act in the pit, how you interact with the public, interact with other teams. And it's kind of sneaky because we have judges that wander around that they don't dress judgy, you know.
Undercover.
Yeah, undercover
Covert
judges.
operatives.
The secret meter greeters.
I know what they are.
So there's a number of them. So if one person has a bad experience, hopefully others will have a good experience, and it sort of moderates that. There's also a technical report everyone had to write, and once again, those are on the website. They're worth 120 points.
Waving at you.
What's going on?
They're going like this. I'm giving you hand signals. What does that mean? We can't hear you, please, out there by the pool.
I don't think he's communicating with us. He's probably